So hello YouTube, this is Slovenian Sonic KGD, and today we've got another episode of F1 2009 Career Mode. So we're here for the last round of Season 2, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Hopefully it's gonna be a good race since we haven't won since the Italian Grand Prix, which is quite a long time, and the last time we were on the podium was Japan. Hopefully we can do something of that and we can win the Constructors Championship. So let's get on to our pole lap. So, okay, so here we're just going using curves before the line and just pushing and taking a decent line through the first corner, and yeah, everything going good. Now entering the SS, going a bit wide at the first part, but then keeping a nice and tight line for the second part. And we're just finishing sector 1 with a decent time, I hope, and taking it the chicane very aggressively. And then taking a slow line for the hairpin, but hopefully it's still good enough. And now the straight, going on to the top speed of the car, which without any slipstream is about 330 kilometers an hour, a bit more. But yeah, braking for this chicane, taking a horribly narrow line for the first part, but then getting a good exit of the second part using the rest of our curves. And everything started going perfectly fine. And so here we are at the end of the second sector. We're 4.2 seconds up on Felipe Massa, who was taken provisional pole. But yeah, we're just pushing and pushing and pushing. Everything started going perfectly, and now going through the fast right-handers and braking and taking a, oh my god, we have to say that we got a bit lucky not to get penalized by the game, but yeah. And now the penultimate corner, and we're taking a nice line, and now the final corner. And everything's still going perfectly. We go a bit over the curves, but is it still pole? It's pole with a new lap record, a 1:34.6, which is a really quick time. Almost 3 seconds faster than Jensen Button, who is second, and our teammate Mark Webber doing a decent job in third. And Barrichello in fourth, also just proving that these two teams were just the best during this season. But yeah, now let's get to the start of the 2000 of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So the lights are going on, and they're all on, and they're off. They were on for a long time, but we just get the regular start for the series. We are just behind Jensen. We push him wide a bit. We don't overtake him because of that, and yeah, so the field is packed tight, and we're just chasing down Jensen to hope to regain the lead that we lost at the start. Yeah, so Jensen taking a slow exit out of the second part of the chicane. And now here we are going using the rest of the curves and going onto the main straight, and we've got the slipstream, so this is gonna be a really quick car. So here we are just maxing out the car at 345 kilometers per hour, which is a really high top speed. But yeah, we took the lead, and that's about it for the first stint. So next up we're going into the pits at the end of lap 5. And throughout the stint we were just extending the gap, so nothing really major happened. But yeah, so here we are at the end of lap 5, just pitting for the first time, taking not the best line into the pits. But yeah, so hopefully the Red Bull crew can do a good stop. And the Red Bull crew, god damn it, Lollipop man. It cost me 2 seconds. Did I say 10? I meant 2. 2 seconds every time that I go into the pits, which surely lost us a race or something. But yeah, we come out in 4th, just behind Lewis Hamilton and just ahead of the McLaren of Heikki Kovalainen. So yeah, now we skip on to the end of lap 6. We're in the 3rd sector, and Lewis Hamilton just got a slow exit out of the corner. And we just get next to him, and he crashes into us, which causes us to go wide and lose our wing. What? Oh, god damn it, Hamilton. Why? Just why? God damn it, and he probably didn't even get the penalty because it's just this game. Really No, this just isn't our day, I guess. Hopefully we can still recover to the podium, but the win is surely out of our grasp. So yeah, here we are just pitting in at the end of lap 5. As you can see, we're missing the wing. Come on, Red Bull crew, do us a quick stop. And god damn, losing 2 seconds again. But yeah, so here we are. We're gonna come out, it looks like, in 16th, just ahead of Pika and just behind Giancarlo Fisichella, the man who replaced us at Force India after we left. So at the end of lap 7, so we already caught up Giancarlo Fisichella, and thanks to new options, we just got a lot of traction, and we're probably gonna be really on the offensive for the rest of this race, just to try and get as many points as possible. So yeah, now we're chasing down the BMWs of Heidfeld and Kubica, and Heidfeld just goes slowly out of the corner. I don't know what he was doing so slow, but yeah, we just go down his inside in the penultimate corner, and we just overtake Kubica, who was just going slow out of the exit of that corner, and we also overtake a lot of the people who were in the pits. And now we skip on to a bit later on lap 8. We're just behind Sebastian Bourdais, who just doesn't have the same traction as we do on the exit of the hairpin that's leading onto the main straight. And now, thanks to the slipstream effect on this game, we caught up Heikki Kovalainen, and we dive down his inside, overtaking him from way behind somehow, but I don't know how we did it, but we did it. But yeah, now just now trying to catch Glock, steer the straight, and here we are, just at the end of sector 2. We're only half a second behind Mr. Glock, and we just dive down his inside and overtake it. And here's Lewis Hamilton, the man who caused us to crash. God damn you, Hamilton. But yeah, now pushing, and just we're so much faster than everybody else that's in this midfield. Yeah, as we overtake Rosberg, who just was going way slow, and now we're behind the Ferrari of Felipe Massa as 2 cars pit, and here we are. We're just using the slipstream at this moment, trying to get closer, and we dive down his inside, touching him a bit, but yeah, we got the black and white flag, but no penalty luckily. And next up ahead of us is just Mark Webber, our teammate who's been doing bad for the whole season. But yeah, now we just try to dive down the inside, but Webber somehow manages to hang it around the outside, and we just use the rest of our curves on the exit. We're next to Mark Webber, who's gonna win the drag race to the corner at the start of the 3rd sector, and we break it, and Webber just outbreaks himself, and oh my god, there's been contact, but luckily with nothing major. But we got past Webber as we go into the pits at the end of this lap. So here we are, just going to the pits for the final time in this race. Come on, Red Bull crew, one last good stop for the season. And we got hold up thanks to, I think it was Heidfeld. But yeah, so looks like we're gonna exit the pits around the 10th position and behind Mr. Raikkonen. And yeah, so what can I say? So we're just pushing on with the first set of softs that we have. We just looks like we've got so much more grip than Kimi, who looks to be on some worn options or primes. I think, yeah, he seems to be on a set of worn primes, so we just overtake him with ease. And now, thanks to the slipstream, we overtake Jarno Trulli down the inside, and we move on into the points, chasing Kazuki Nakajima for 7th. So yeah, a bit later on lap 10, Kazuki just going way slow compared to us, and we just dive it down here. No, we don't dive it. We just use our superior grip on the exit of the final corner. Yeah, now we gotta chase down Jenson Button, our championship rival, who sadly lost out on the title already in Singapore. But yeah, we catch him at the end of lap 11. We're just behind Jensen. Where are we gonna overtake him? We looks like we're faster than him, and we just got more traction out of the penultimate corner, and we overtake Jensen Button for 6th. And now hopefully we could try to catch Kovalainen, but sadly it wasn't to be. And yeah, well, we didn't really catch him. He had an engine failure, so that doesn't really count. And looking at our fastest lap, it's even faster than our pole time. But yeah, here we are coming around the final corner to come 5th in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Not what I wanted, to be honest, but still thanks. Even if we did crash, we finished only 11 seconds behind the winner Weber, who had the race of his life, finally taking the win for this team. Really, Weber, what took you so long? And yeah, Massa and Rosberg joining him on the podium. Interesting. And Hamilton not getting a penalty, just as I predicted. Isn't it enough that Mercedes are ruining real life F1? But yeah, almost everybody finished except for Kovalainen, who retired just ahead of us. But yeah, so here we are, the Drivers' Championship. At the end it was a 36-point gap, which is absolutely enormous after 17 races. But yeah, so what happened in the Constructors' Championship? Any second now. We won it thanks to Weber's good race and my decent recovery. We finished 15 points ahead of Brown GP, which means that Red Bull have won the Constructors' Championship. Yes! Which is absolutely nice, and we were the Drivers' Champion already in Singapore, which means Red Bull cleaned up everything this season, which is just... But yeah, guys, I'd like to thank you guys first. Remember to well, just give me just a second. So yeah, guys, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. Please remember to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already for more F1 2009 career mode. And yes, so for the next video on F1 2009, for the F1 2009 career mode, I'm gonna try to do a montage of this season. Hopefully I can do it, but if I don't do it, it's just gonna be the first episode of season 3. But yeah, remember guys to just keep watching for a bit, because there's something extra hiding after I already say goodbye, but after blah, god damn it, where's my concentration gone? But yeah, there's something extra hiding there after I say goodbye. So yeah, this has been it. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye. Where will I race next season? There are 3 options. First, there's Ferrari, who I did the test that they made me do so that they would even consider giving me a contract. Then there's Toyota, who just said, if you want to, you can race for us. And then there's Red Bull, who I'm gonna stay with if I don't sign any other contract. So, yeah, these are the 3 options. Leave your guesses down in the comment section below, and we'll see who got it right in the next episode or the next video about F1 2009 career mode.